Alrighty, so the time has finally arrived. We have the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta EZA. They obviously fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so that is going to be very, very exciting to check out. Now, we just got them EZA'd. They came out about an hour ago, took a little bit to get it done, but now we are ready to go. So the first thing that I want to do is showcase Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta individually, then I want to showcase the LR Super Saiyan Gods individually, and then what I want to do is kind of showcase them at max power, running them on the same team, and then getting their better equips from the anniversary battle and stuff like that. We actually do have those on right now that I think about it, because those were live. I was thinking about the 9th and 10th anniversary characters, but here you guys go. In case you want to see the hidden potential build, we are going to be prioritizing additional, but I think honestly, like, this build could be changed a little bit based on the sort of way that they did the orbs or the passive with the new system. So they're going to be getting a lot of supers from their intro buff, from getting 20 key and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is take a look at them today on mainly like one team, take them into a super long event, see how they can stack up, give them a whole bunch of stacking, give them the support from Super Saiyan Gogeta, and see how they do sort of like at their max potential individually, linking them up with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then we are going to look at the LR Super Saiyan Gods a little bit. So this video is going to be focused on Gogeta. Let's go ahead and get into the event that I want to look at today. Okay, so here we go. We are going to be taking them, I believe, to the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 saga stage of the brand new Vegeta Story Red Zone. I shouldn't say brand new, it's been out for a few days now, but I think this is going to be a really good way to sort of showcase them in a longer event with stacking and stuff like that. You guys can see the team that we have here. We are going to primarily be trying them next to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I don't know how long it's going to take to set that rotation up, but hopefully we just get it turn 1, but you guys know how this game likes to operate. The way that these events are formatted are actually very, very good for Namek Goku because they start off a little bit weaker, so we can actually stack him up, and he's going to work out very well. We have Tech Vegito here because you guys know how Tech Vegito is. If we need to use his taunt to win the event, we will. And then we are trying to use the support here from Gogeta on like the max turn, if you will, for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta himself. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into this event and see what our rotations are looking like. Okay, so right off the bat, we do have him next to Super Saiyan Gogeta. Now, the issue with this specific team here is they are going to be locking, or with Frost is going to be locking in the first kind of set here. So again, that could be a little bit of a problem for us, but we shall see. Yeah, so he did want to lock Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta into slot 3. Yeah, let's just go ahead and reset. And what we're doing here, let's turn this off so we can see the intro. But yeah, let's just reset. I'm not doing that. we're not locking him off slot 3 and then just kind of losing him. So for the rest of the video. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we have the setup that we are kind of looking for here. Not the best in the world, but this will definitely work for us here because we do have Super Saiyan 3 Goku here on this rotation in specific. So looking at this right here, we have Gotenks locked in slot 2. So we're just going to play kind of this turn out like this, and hopefully we don't do too much damage so we can potentially see a few things that I want to see from Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. The issue here in specific is going to be the fact that I'm going to have to float them off, or they're going to get locked, right? So that could potentially be a little bit of an issue. So hopefully they don't get locked in slot 2. I thought that this would be like a good event to sort of run, but maybe I was a little bit wrong on that. So maybe what we'll do is if this run just sort of ends up being a disaster, potentially we could try a different event, if you will, right? I don't want to go too crazy here, but that potentially could be an option for us. Okay, so like with Gotenks and stuff like that, you guys know how crazy Gotenks is. We're going to have Final Trump card and stuff like that, making him hit like a demon offensively, defensively. He's going to be holding it down for us just fine. But I'll be very interested to see what the start of turn defense is for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. We're going to let Vegeta do his thing here, and we should be good to go. But what I'm sort of expecting here, again, the first appearance with these guys is going to be really insane because they have that 77% damage reduction, and then they are also going to have the guard for 7 turns. So I think what we potentially want to do is see how long we can stack with the guard, right? And then we can fuse after we've done a ton of stacking. I think that's sort of like the first way that I want to look at this character, right? Yeah, so Vegeta's doing his thing. That's not surprising. Now, yeah, here we go. Always nice to get that intro in there. And then look, what do we have here? We have these guys slotted, or like a rotation that we want set up here as is. So what I'm actually going to do, 381,000 start of turn defense. Again, that is with 77% damage reduction and guard. I think what I want to do potentially while I'm stacking these characters up is keep him on rotation, and then I'll float off Super Saiyan 3 Goku on the next turn. I think that's probably the way to go about this, because we're going to be here all day if we don't. Now, again, the issue with Vegeta being locked in slot 1 is I don't know if we're going to be able to get a stack in here with this initial turn here, just because Vegeta might just do too much damage, which is a bit unfortunate, but again, who knows? Let's see. Yeah, this is going to do a little bit. Not a ton, though, right? Yeah, 326, that's fine. All right, Vegeta, I need you to just like kind of chill on this turn. Let me get one stack in, but I'm not expecting that to happen. Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, so this will be good because we'll be able to kind of see them again at a, like, this is without any stacks, and we didn't really get to utilize the damage reduction. So again, I kind of forgot that this event locked at phase 1. So now what we can do is sort of set this up, right? So let's go ahead and do this. We'll do the giant form and transform you into Super Saiyan 4 so we can have that sort of rotation that we want set up right away. So I'll be back when this is over. I know you guys don't want to sit through this, so let's go ahead and get this done, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we did luck out a little bit right here in terms of the setup that we want to go for here. So what we want to do is set up the rainbow one here and set him on rotation, give him Goku here. Then we'll just kind of keep Vegeta where he is. Now, specifically for this setup, again, we didn't really get to raise it much, but we do have 500,000 defense here, and again, we are keeping the guard, but we do lose that 77% damage reduction. So what I sort of want to do is put them in slot 1 to ensure that we get attacks in, and we'll worry about what the damage could potentially be later. I just don't think right now, for the way that this showcase is going, that would make much sense to go with the let like Goku do his thing, get a bunch of damage in, and then we don't get to stack up at all. So the first attack stat we're going to see in this video is 13.3 million. Again, just for a start off for a stacking unit, that is very, very good. Not too worried about that. And we're going to get at least, I believe it's going to be 3 supers guaranteed here, potentially 4. So we shall see. What do you got for me, Goku and Vegeta? This is going to be guaranteed 3. So there we go. We're already up to almost 10 million on the 12 key. Again, it's not going to be like mind-bogglingly like high attack stats just yet, but keep in mind we are getting stacks in with all of these, so that's extremely important. And there is going to be the 4th super, yes. So that is really, really good, right? A quad super, all kind of building up with each one, so that's going to give us a ton of stacks for the next time we see them. And keep in mind this character is also going to have Super Saiyan 4 Goku on rotation the next time we see him as well. So we're really going to be able to set up a super nice rotation here with everybody sort of where they need to be, and it is all going to work out very, very well for us, and we'll now be able to kind of get to the portion of the video where it's like, what are we going to look like throughout the event? So the first thing we saw was 13 million, and now the next one is going to be even crazier because we are going to have Super Saiyan 4 Goku on rotation, obviously, right? So that's going to be extremely helpful. So let's see. We got to do these all these animations and stuff. I think that with this turn in specific, we should be okay here. Where I'm really interested to see how he does is against Kaba. Because again, because Kaba, if you guys don't know, like that guy hits super, super hard. So I'm super interested to see how that goes. All right, so we are against Kaba, but we're looking for Super Saiyan Kaba in specific. So what we want to do is we'll put you slot 1. We'll go to the defensive stacking with you. I think that's the smartest way to go about this. And then we will float off Gotenks. So we can do this. Kind of get you up to your 24 key, let you get your stacks in, and let you get yours in as well. So that should be a pretty decent setup here. Namagoku is fine. We're not worried about that. This is an event where he can thrive, so I'm really not concerned with like what's happening with Namagoku here. So go ahead and let him do his thing. I'll let him build up, right? No way we take out Kaba here. He is way, way too tanky. So hopefully what we'll do is we'll get one turn specifically of not base or Super Saiyan Kaba, because if you guys don't know, like, haha funny, like base Kaba memes aside, like he is when he transforms into a Super Saiyan, he's extremely hard hitting, right? So I accidentally did Kaba versus Gogeta here. Now I think what I want to do is get in one more turn of stacking with the 4s. I think that's the smart play, assuming that the Fury gauge is going to fill here. Then if that's the case, we should be good, right? Because again, this Kaba does hit very, 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 very hard. 14 million there from you. Cool. Just do your damage. Do what you got to do, man. I understand. 10.5. Yeah, it's going to be close because Gotenks is going to give us 2 supers, right, for free. That's just sort of his MO. Because if he does go Fury, we're going to have to transform. So it's going to be close, but I don't think it's going to fill. It is going to be super, super close. No, the gauge did not fill. Perfect. And what we can do is get additional support from Super Saiyan 4 Goku here. So this is actually going to be really good. Now on turn 2. Whoa! Okay, so our defense, it jumped from 500,000 last turn up to 1.3 million after 4 stacks, right? So that is extremely nice. And what we can do here, like I said, is get some extra support from Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So that's going to be nice. This is going to give us a full heal all the way back up to 100, not that many orbs, and we're going to be looking really good. So 1.5 after gaining some orbs here, we're looking good. All level 10 links ready to go. And then we'll float this Gogeta off in specific, and we should be good to go here. I think Goku will be fine. So 25 million there from Super Saiyan 4 Goku, not bad. Keep in mind, like I said, he is also going to be providing support for Gogeta here, or for Goku and Vegeta. So that'll be super nice. Let him do his thing, get his stacks in. And then we're going to be able to see what a better linked up Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to look like here. Or Goku and Vegeta are going to look like here with a better situation and up to 22 million. Okay, so we almost went up 1 million defense, or we did after we gained our orbs, and then we also gained an additional 10 million on these super attacks. So again, these should be 3 or 4 of these guaranteed, which is going to be more stacks for us. And the next time we see these characters, we're actually going to be able to do the thing, right? We're going to be able to fuse, do all that fun stuff, and we'll actually be able to get some decent footage in here, I think, of these characters in specific. The way that I kind of want to handle this is we see him against Hit, because that'll be like the best case scenario, but I'm thinking we might have to fuse in order to survive here. So do keep that in mind. Assuming Goku doesn't throw the run right here, because I guess there is potential for that. But we are getting defensive stacks in. But again, to prioritize the Super Saiyan 4 rotation for like the big boy turn that I want to see, we actually kind of did have to do this. So that's sort of just the way it goes sometimes. We'll be sure to keep a Gogeta on rotation for the next time we see them, because we're going to see Gotenks the next time we see these guys, and then we're going to have one more turn after that where we're going to want to see him supported with Gogeta. And if we don't get that specific turn in this run, we'll go into another fight and make sure we do see it, because this run didn't get off to the prettiest start. So like we could even have one more turn of stacking and we'd be like good to go. So now this is where things get interesting, right? I think the play here is to use our Vegito taunt, because that way he won't be able to just like destroy Hit, right? Or the intrusive thoughts tell me that I should Usher, but I don't think so. Okay, for the sake of saving some time here with all these active skills, we'll do this, right? Let's fuse. I do think the taunt is the play here. And then we'll do this, right? Get Gogeta. No. I'm all over the place right now. We'll do this. We'll fuse with you. Now we have this kind of setup going, but again, we're not actually going to use it. We're just going to use this one in specific, because really we just want to get to the Hit phase, right? That's kind of what I want to see here. 9.3 million, not the best for Vegito right there, but we are also not using the support from Gogeta, right? We want to save that, and we'll do this with Namek Goku, and we'll do that, yeah. Because what we'll be able to do, because we're not going to be able to one-turn Hit with this specific setup here, we should be good to go with seeing how Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does, right? Because this is potentially the setup that we want to do to one-turn him. With the taunt and stuff like that. You guys know how that works at this point. Getting all that damage in. Sure. Yep. And then Gogeta's going to do his thing in here, get these supers in. We're going to be looking good, right? All right, let's see what you got, Gogeta. 23 million damage, not bad. This is a 79% Gogeta, by the way, for those interested. All right, what do you got? We're getting some good damage in here to help warm up for Vegito. The post-super taunts aren't going to be the best, unfortunately. So I guess there is a chance that we just have to fuse, but that's all right. Because this will give us a chance to see Gogeta as well, like in different scenarios. Actually, I don't know. I think Vegeto's got this. Yeah, I think he does. 8.67. Okay. It's going to be close because we don't have that many taunts post super. So he's going to have to do a bunch of supers right here, and then we should be good to go, right? 1.8 or 18 million there. Okay. It's going to be really close, huh? I am not sure. Oh, yeah, he's got it for sure. Okay, cool. So we're going to be able to go up against hit, type advantage, and all that fun stuff. Not going to have the Gogeta support on this turn. I'll be interested to see if we can get it. Again, because Gogeta might just like straight up one turn this hit. I guess this will kind of be like the showcase. This one in specific will serve as like the non-support version, like where we don't get the Gogeta support, and then the next one will be. The next fight will be. So there we go. 21 million from you. Not bad whatsoever. Okay, so it's been a while since we busted this bad boy out. Let's go ahead and check out the famous Super Saiyan 4 fusion. So put them in slot 1, do all that fun stuff, and now, I'll make sure we're not skipping this. Gogeta, Vegeta, and Goku, let's go ahead and take it away for us here, there, pal. Okay, so now, again, it is just kind of funny, or it is just amazing to see these guys again, because like characters with this quality of animations getting easy A's is such a surreal feeling. So now we have a really good setup here, a bunch of rainbow orbs, all of that fun stuff for Gogeta here. So we are going to be getting a damage reduction rate of 40% with the rainbow orbs right here, combined with the 77% that we have initially from the first turn. So 117% damage reduction. I don't know. Is that good, guys? And then we also have 2.3 million defense. And we're going to be able to have him linked up with Goku and all of that fun stuff. And potentially Gotenks should be able to hold it down here for us. So let's see what you got, Gogeta. Is this going to be countered, nullified? No, but he is going to take it, and that is going to do double digits on a crit. Okay, cool. So, next up, we've got, let's see, 37 million. Okay. Nice, man. I think that could go way higher. I really do. But that's a really good start, right? 37 million. That's a super hard-hitting attack stat. 28 million there. Maybe the one turn isn't going to happen. Maybe we will get the support. It's going to be close. Actually, no, because Gogeta's float, it's going to be Namek Goku. So yeah, we're not going to be able to get the support either way on this run. But there we go, 30 million. Okay. What else you got for me, Gogeta? So 3 north of 30 million attack stats already. Okay, with an action break, and obviously we're going to take it for double digits. Goku's doing his thing. I think that's going to be the last time we're going to be able to see this in this specific fight, but we'll try and see if we can get one more turn in. You guys aren't going to be missing anything on the other turn after this. I'm just going to fuse with Gogeta, and we'll just kind of see where it goes from there. So if we end up going another turn, I will be back, but if not, we'll just be in another event. Okay, so safe to say fusions are pretty strong. Did not get that second turn there. He was using active skills and stuff like that. We were just having some fun with it. But now we're going to go into a second event. I think we'll probably just run the same team here because I think this really is sort of just like an optimal setup for them, minus not having the LR gods. But again, this showcase is about the Super Saiyan Blues, or the Super Saiyan 4s, excuse me. So if we just run the same team here and we go over here, grab this one, then switch to Vegeta, maybe what we do... Yeah, let's run another one that's on the same level as mine. I think that could potentially make things a bit interesting. Just a little bit less power from the Gogeta, so that way we could see potentially how it would look without the support or with the support, because that's really kind of what we're after at this point. Is this going to be set up with Goku from turn 2? It is. Okay, perfect. So we're going to be able to keep this rotation together the whole time this time, and that is going to make our lives a lot easier. We already showed the intro buffs, so we will sort of move past that here. One thing that we need to be doing consistently is keeping the Gogetas sort of in a spot where they can float a little bit better. Let's use you right off the bat, right? We'll just kind of run a rotation like this. Again, the optimal play is run him next to Gogeta, obviously, but again, I was actually having trouble setting up that rotation that I wanted to see there with Goku. So is Goku gonna just yeah. Okay. Would have been better to get them there on slot 1. That was a bit of a misplay, but that's okay. We all make mistakes, guys. So we'll just go ahead and go right back in. Same team. Do that. We need some better slot 1s here, and that sucks because we had what we were looking for. In this case, we are not going to. Are you slot 7? You are not. Man, okay. Rotations are a pain, ladies and gentlemen. I think that the AoE could actually provide for an interesting challenge, specifically with these characters here. Again, with the number of attempts here, this is kind of a pain. I don't really want to do this, but I think it's just the smartest way to go about it. Okay, I can deal with that from turn 1. We don't need the Saiyan link set or like the Super Saiyan 4 link set until we get to turn 4. So this is really kind of like, or until we get to Super Saiyan 4 Goku anyway. So this will actually be really good because again, we are going to be able to get sort of the setup that we want here. So I'm going to continue to float you off so I don't float you off late. We're going to do this. Yeah, Ki is a bit of a problem here, specifically in this setup. So what are we looking like here? Turn 1, we are looking at 400k defense with guard and 77% damage reduction. So hopefully he does hit us with a super right here so we can see how much that smacks us for. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be much, if anything at all. No, nothing there. Okay, so right off the bat, 10 million. Again, not the perfect setup here, but we will be able to get him with Super Saiyan 4 Goku on turn 4. Yes. So we'll be able to kind of get that set up where we need it by turn 4, and this will give us a chance to kind of get these stacks in. I believe this one is only going to be a guaranteed triple because we are above 17 ki and not above 20 ki. We are only at 18, so it's going to be 3 supers here, probably not 4. Again, ki there was a bit of a problem, and I did not want to put them in slot 2 because I wanted that slot 1 capability that they are providing on turn 1 to be shown. So we did end up getting that 4th attack from the hidden potential system, but it was not a guaranteed super. So here we go. What is this going to hit us for? 99 right there. I think what we'll do after this is, I don't know, maybe Battle Hardened Formidable Foes. That might be an individual video just because those events are so long, and that would be like a 30-minute individual run. But right there, that was a really good start for them. I think that that is sort of what we're looking for, right, in terms of like power. Being able to start off with decent attack stats, doing defensively just putting in work, right, with the damage reduction and stuff like that, being able to just tank the super. Now we have a situation here where like these guys are protected, right? Where Vegito doesn't have to worry about taking a super here right off the back. Gogeta doesn't have to worry about getting tagged with the super in slot 1. That is the role that these characters are going to be playing together, and I think that's going to work very well for just the overall health of these teams and just sort of how the game is going to be played, especially in an event like this where the first phases aren't hitting too hard. I think that's going to be really good. Now, putting these guys to the ultimate test, like I said, that will be done in the video where we look at both of them. I'll reference that again in the Super Saiyan Blues video, but I am super excited to see how that one works out because this Super Saiyan 4's one is already off to a hot start. So now, what we want to do again, we want to keep Gogeta's floating. This is a blast super. Well, actually, no, we need to keep a Gogeta on rotation here because we're trying to get Goku set up with Gogeta, or with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So now, again, without sort of like a babied link set where it's like going to be perfectly set up for him, I'll be interested to see how the stacks look on the next turn in specific. I'm expecting big things from it, right? Again, so the first one we saw there, what were we at? Like 400, 500k defense. And then when we saw the next turn, it jumped up to like over 1 million. We went from like 500k to 1.5 million, just like that. Like you looked away, you blinked, you missed it. And our defense was already to a point with the guard where we're feeling pretty safe about where we're at, especially after supering. This will be a really good setup because again, we got them stacking from turn 1 rather than what we had last time where we had to wait until I think it was turn 4 or turn 3, just because of the way that things went in that specific run. It didn't go our way. So this is going to help us get these actual stacks in here that are going to be valid and meaningful, because again, we are going to just be able to sort of set them up where we want them to be. So now moving along, this is a fight against Goku Black again. Yeah, so Rose. So type disadvantage here. This could be an interesting predicament. So 870,000 defense with guard. Okay, if this is a super, I think we might be in trouble. But after grading our orbs, we're at 1 million with guard in this phase. I don't think that's 800k bad. I don't think this Rose hits that hard. So this will be an interesting turn to kind of see where we're at, right? So double digits from normals, slot 1, can't complain. And we are going to get the super. Okay, cool. What is this going to hit for? 1 million with guard, 630,000. Okay, not great. But okay, that was sort of one of the things that we wanted to see in this showcase, right? How is this character going to be looking on turn 3 when they are sort of in a tricky spot? Now that sort of sets up some other things that we could potentially do. Again, if we get to turn, turn 4 with, or turn 5 in this case with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we're going to be able to heal up. We're going to be able to do all kinds of fun things in order to sort of like get the heal in the back pocket. We're going to be able to take away a super. There's a lot of things that we can do with this team in specific that's going to be very good. But again, turn 3 definitely is where this character can get caught. And we saw it right there where that was not a great spot for them. Type disadvantage, they lost their damage reduction and they got supered right away before they could raise their defense. And like, all those odds were stacked against them, and we're still alive. So that is one good thing to note with this character in specific, is when something like that does happen, we are on a team that has a high HP pool that can allow you to take a super for 600k, 700k, and still have a little bit of wiggle room to work here, right? Because it's going to be the same thing here for this Namek Goku after he stacks up right here, and then on the next turn, things could get a little dicey, but what I think I'll do is I will fuse... or not fuse, but I will switch to Goku on one of the sides, put him in slot 1, and then he's going to have that dodge and stuff like that, and the guard in slot 1, so he will be good to go. We just need Namek Goku to not get obliterated right here, which he did. Okay, so let's try that one again. Again, we did kind of get bit there at the end, but let's set that up again. Okay, so for the sake of things, I switched up to the Goku's version of this, because again, the other one was just giving me so much bad rotations that we literally just had to switch over. So now what we're going to do is take a look at things like this. I replaced Namek Goku here with, why can't I talk all of a sudden, with Tech Gogeta. I think they're just going to be a little bit more versatile of a character for this specific build with the rainbow warp changing. But again, we continue to run into that spot where Ki is just not on our side. Okay, let's get one rainbow warp here. And our defense is now 373,000. Nothing to write home about there. But again, not the best situation here. Ki, just the rainbow warp changing there did not come through whatsoever. But if he wants to be cute and super right away, we are more than safe. This is going to do nothing to us. Again, damage reduction, 77% with the guard. Like, there's just not much they can do. Yeah, double digits there. This character, I think, especially when we get to the next iteration of this with the LR Gods, where we're going to be able to see sort of like, not max potential, but like, where we have that other slot 1 anchor, things are going to look very different here with this team, and I'm excited to see that. So we shall see, but for now, things are looking okay. This Goku Black could be a little bit interesting just based on the fact that he's going to be getting stronger as we hit him here, but I don't think his super is a blast, so that could be a little bit of an issue for Gotenks. And just kind of one thing about the way that these fights are set up now is just like, when I'm doing showcases like this, I'm going to lose, right? It's just like, especially because we have some holes in the team here, like Namek Goku ended up costing us that run. I would say that because we weren't prioritizing his stacking based on what we were trying to do with floating, that ended up getting us a bit caught. So misplay on my part, but we should be good to go here. All right, 3 million for you there. Not too worried about them at the rainbow level again, especially when we get to turn 4. The next time we see them, we can just fuse and we'll be safe. We'll have a scouter that will help out where we need to put characters and stuff like that. So that will be good. But let's see here. Yeah, that does nothing. Now, oh, we lucked out here. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put you slot 1. We're going to put Gotenks here. Make sure we do that with you. And then we will grab these with you. So we have 24 Ki, and then we have a nice rainbow warp path for the next turn if we do need it. So 17 million right there from you. From this Vegeta here, that should be good for us, at least moving into next turn. 9.4, okay. Alrighty. 6.7, okay, damage isn't going to be great here, but at least we are getting some defensive races in and stuff like that. But the issue that I can kind of foresee here is the fact that we have what's it called? Like it's just a type disadvantage, and we are raising his attack, right? That is where things could be very, very tricky. So we shall see, but I think we'll be all right. 12 million there from Gotenks, cool. Yeah, just letting him kind of build up, do his thing. All right, all right. Yep. 13 million, cool. Gotenks hooping as usual. So again, like I said, I think a major problem here with the LR4s is going to be the first hits here again are going to come down to, like, we need the extra defense for sure, because the guard might not be enough with the amount of times we buffed his attack at this point. Because as you guys have seen, we have hit him a bunch on this turn. We're doing double supers, we're doing triple supers. Things could be a little bit tricky for this guy right here. But we just need one attack. That's all we need, just one. Are you going to crit? No. Are you going to do another one? You are. Okay, I guess that's not bad, but if this guy, I believe this character is STR, right? Yeah, so they kind of set that up, it's very annoying, honestly. So I think what we'll do here is we'll leave them 935k defense. Okay, we will do this, and we'll put GT Goku in slot 1. I think that's the safe play. And is that the 20 key? It is the 20 key. So that's going to be really good here because we're going to have all of our guaranteed procs for supers. We need GT Goku to dodge this, though. He did dodge it. Perfect. Now we have type advantage. And if Zamasu wants to dodge a lot of attacks here, I'm actually really cool with that because it'll help us build up longer and we'll be able to do more stacks and kind of get what we're looking to see out of this specific run, right? That'll be one thing that we definitely want to see. Eventually, if I just have to like force a support turn for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I will. Like where it's like, okay, this is probably not the optimal play, but I want to see it. We might just do that, but we'll see, right? Again, I am saving the Universe Survival Saga stages for the shared showcase between them. But so far, so good from this character, right? I'm liking what I see. Again, turn 3 is sort of like akin to like what we saw with them on release is going to be a little bit tricky because losing that damage reduction is tough. So maybe what we should be doing is potentially looking into a little bit of dodge, some extra dodge on the build. That could potentially be something I do. All right, here we go. So this is after stacking. What are we looking at? 121, that's not bad. Not when you have 800k HP. That is not bad whatsoever. So 77.9, yeah, doing all the damage there. Now what we have to do is start working on the setup here because we're going to have Gogeta with Gotenks. I think that's a rotation I'm going to run just because I'm pretty confident in Gogeta, right? The tech one specifically, and that's going to let us float off the AGL one and sort of set up the turn that we are looking for here, right? So we do this. Then what we will do is we will focus on the defensive portion for this character because we have type technical difficulties there, but because we have type advantage, I can afford to put him in slot 3 and he'll be fine. So let's go ahead and get in Gogeta here, and the super is going to not exist on this turn, so that's not bad. The battle motion is also something I haven't really talked about yet. I think it'll be much more noticeable with the LR gods specifically, because when they go blue, the aura is everywhere. It's awesome. So Gogeta is going to be fine here. I'm not worried about him anymore. 25 million there, not bad whatsoever. And we want Zamasu dodging these attacks because it literally just gives us time to stack. It's like, okay, dude, cool. You just took my 2 most like powerful attacks on this rotation and dodged them. Okay, go ahead, dude. This is fine. Like, I'm cool with this. Like, you could be cute all you want, but I'm cool with this, man. I am A-okay with it. Knock yourself out, man. You can dodge all of Goku's attacks here. I wouldn't complain one bit. Go ahead. Go ahead. God, that super attack animation is so cool, isn't it? All right, 12 million there. Cool. So now we've had, what, 2 turns of proper stacking? Yeah, so this will be the 3rd one. I'll be interested to see where our defense is at with guard, because again, I do eventually want to get into Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is probably going to have to be this turn, and that's where we're going to need Gogeta to or Zamasu to come in with the dodging, right? So now what we can do is potentially fuse. We can go Great Ape, which is what we're going to do right here, and that is going to assist us. So is there any way I could throw here? I think the rainbow orbs are a little too much. Because, again, we're not trying to do damage, right? No, I'm going to have to do 1 at the bare minimum. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. Hopefully Zamasu dodges, because again, we're not looking to do damage with this or take away the super. We're just looking to get Super Saiyan 4 Goku out. So that's kind of the point. I will be right back. Okay, so now we are all done with that. Didn't do too much damage there, but it is kind of to a point where I'm like, I think I just want to put Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot, or the Super Saiyan 4s in slot 1, because again, we are going to have a scouter to see if a super is there, and if that is the case, then maybe we'll play it a little bit differently, but I believe we should be good after doing that, but we'll see. So Zamasu ended up dodging one attack, and it didn't even matter. Yeah, so there is a super here. Gogeta, I believe, does have a chance to... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What am I doing? What am I doing? Listen, they don't call me the best, worst Dokkaner around for no reason, right? So now what we want to do, because again, I want to get some more stacks in. 1.9 million defense with guard, I don't think would destroy us here, but I think the safe play is just to go Super Saiyan 4 Goku in this case, and then they would get some support here for the Super Saiyan 4s in. That would be nice as well. So what we'll do is we are actually going to be able to see like what we're looking for. Oh no, that's not good. Yo, Goku, you're good, dog. You're good. I'm going insane, man. I'm so bad today. All right. Let's get right back to where we were. Okay, so every other attempt after that, just wanted to be for the record, Goku or Super Saiyan 4s were in slot 7, so we just had to go to a different event. When we get to a good spot, I'll be back. Okay, so figured I'd get some more turn 1 action in here for you guys. 349k, we have 2 rainbow orbs and a guaranteed 24 key, and the defense is now going to be up to 400,000, so nothing too crazy. Gonna throw right here on purpose for this specific setup so we can get some more stacking in, but again, just a bit of a disaster in terms of like things getting set up, but overall, I think we're gonna be able to see what we need to see from this character. I just want to see like one really good showing for this showcase, and then we will move on to the LR gods, but again, I don't think it would be fair to the character to just be like, you know, not even see like what they're going to look like with Gogeta support linked with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I really want to see that. So that's what I'm working to get right now. So I will just show you their appearances in this run, see what the stacking is looking like, and then we'll be back when it's time to go. I cut like I'm not showing you the attack stats here. 8.4 million. Again, 4 supers guaranteed here, so we're going to have a lot of stacks to come in. And then the next time we see this character will be turn 4, and we will have Super Saiyan 3 Goku linked up with him, and we'll have what we need. So again, if we do run into a situation where it's like I have to fuse to save the run, then I potentially will do that. But again, I just got greedy on that last run, and I wanted to stack one more time, and it just didn't work out. So extra attacks there. Everything looking pretty good, and we got a dodge in. All right, awesome. I'll see you on turn 4. Okay, so on to turn 4 here. Now, with this in specific, cannot fuse just yet. So, 1.4 million defense with guard, and then after we grab these orbs, that is going to go up even more. So we are now up to 1.54. Not bad for sure. I think with the guard and stuff like that on a super, we should be good. But let's see. Again, yeah, double digits there. Yeah, what we were expecting. And maybe they'll dodge it. Maybe they won't. 70,000. Okay, that sucks because they got stunned. So we did lose a turn of stacking there. That is unfortunate for sure. Okay, that stings, getting that stun there. But again, we couldn't fuse, or we couldn't go to Super Saiyan 4 just yet. So all these stages, like, that's just modern content, right? Where there's just so many things that can go wrong in these runs, which is the way things are set up, where it's really hard to just like find this like event where you're going to just be able to tee off and just go crazy, right? And that's sort of like what we're running into right here, where it's like, I don't feel like we're struggling, but we are definitely struggling to get the perfect situation, right? Like we've lost a few times. Yeah, we're struggling, right? Like this is these runs are definitely not going perfect, but we are trying. We'll get there. In theory, I could do the turn here, but again, I don't want to just do that off of one turn of stacking. I don't think that's good for the character. It doesn't really show us much. So we shall see. Let Gogeta do his thing, and we'll be back on turn 6, I guess. Okay, so potentially the Giant Ape form here could take us out of the phase here. So what we would potentially be seeing is the Super Saiyan 4s on the next phase against Hit. But again, I don't really like the fact that we didn't get a ton of stacks in because of that stun, right? That is definitely unfortunate. So it is going to come down to what this 18 key hits for. If it kills, we're good. Or if it doesn't kill, we're good. And it's not going to. And he did an additional. Oh, it's going to be so close. Is this going to be a crit? Oh man, this is so close. We're good. Okay, we get one stack in, chat. One stack. Okay, let's do it, man. One stack, one stack. I love it. I love it. So we'll take what we can get. Hopefully, with the, I think what we'll have to do on the next turn specifically. The issue is we're not going to be able to do the support. That is sort of the problem that I'm running into here, right? Okay, so again, we don't need to fuse here. We can get one stack in, so 1.45. After we do all these orbs, we are at 1.68. So that is a little better with all of those orbs. We can get this in, and then we could do this. Yeah, so the problem here specifically is going to be getting Gogeta where we need him, right? Because this is going to be very similar to what we saw last time. Because I believe the next phase is against Hit, and we're just done, right? That could potentially be a little bit of an issue. Because again, I don't want to like taunt with Vegito and then like it's just over, right? Because that's like what we're trying to avoid. Yeah, so this is a phase here against Hit. Okay, so here's what we'll do, right? Let's do this. So what we'll do, this is actually pretty easy, the way to set this up. This is actually really easy. So we'll do the active skill here. Then what we will do is we will try and avoid setting... I just don't know if we have enough time to do that, right? Like, I feel like eventually we'll just do too much damage. Because this isn't going to do a ton here, right? Like with what Goku's doing. But what we're going to be able to do is fuse and then sort of see where it's going to go from there. Oh man, it's going to be tough to get that support because we have to see, what's it called? I believe that Vegeta would be on this turn again. I just think it would take too many turns. So, okay, yeah, maybe we'll probably have to do one more run to get this setup that we're looking for, which is really annoying. I cannot get, like, to set this up perfectly is such a pain, right? But we'll see how much damage we do. Maybe Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doesn't just, like, destroy the stage in an instant, but he might, so we shall see. But let's go ahead and do this, and then we will be able to fuse with him, and we'll kind of see where it goes from there, right? But this has been fun, right? I've been enjoying seeing what this character is made of, but this has been tough to specifically set up exactly what we're looking for. Again, trying to get like a perfect support turn and stuff like that with rotations, with stunning, with just kind of having to survive each turn. Maybe what we'll do is, for the sake of it, you guys won't really see this, but maybe I'll just have to like item my way through this just so I can like just illustrate what I'm trying to see here. You know what I mean? So now we are up to 1.5 million defense with 77% damage reduction. Again, we're going to have all those rainbow orbs, so we're going to be exactly where we need to be. 1.9 million with just with damage reduction. Yes, that's what we'll coin it, right? Just yes, damage reduction. And we are not going to get the 18 key with Gotenks, so that could potentially be helpful. But let's see. Yeah, so Gogeta's going to counter it. What is this going to look like? How much is this going to do? 12 million? Oh my god. How much is this going to do? 25. Okay, with a crit, that would have been crazy. Okay, 36 million. Very nice. I'm not going to complain. That's an impressive attack stat. 31 million there. Okay, 27 there. Again, I really want to see this with Gogeta support. Like, that's all I want to see right now. It might get to a point where I just have to rotate him with Gogeta. Like, okay. So 3 million there. Or 30 million, excuse me. Nice, nice, nice. Is this the third super? Is there going to be a fourth? No. So we got the counter in for 25 million and then 3 over 30 million supers. Very nice. And keep in mind, he's invincible, right? With 117% damage reduction, 1.9 million defense, a massive race for 4 turns. So if we see them again, we're going to be able to see an even higher number of defense on top of whatever we're going to see. So if we could just get to next turn, we're going to be in a really, really, really good spot. So let's see. Let us see, gamers. I will do my best to throw on the next turn. And see how far we can go, but I'm not going to be able to make any promises. This is going to literally do nothing. So hopefully, again, we can set this up the way we need to, because we just got a bunch of attack raises right there. And again, what we can do is something like this, right? So I'll float you off again, and we just need to throw somehow. That's good. That's good. Very hard to throw with this setup, chat. Very hard. But we're not killing this turn. No way. Because this is a guaranteed hit, so Goku cannot dodge it. That's why we need to get these defensive stacks in now. That's why Gogeta needs to do what he's going to do. It's going to be tough. This is a tough setup here. Because who's on the next rotation floating? It's Vegito. So maybe what we could do, right? Yeah, so what we'll do is for one set of the support, we'll break the Patara. So that'll be a good look. So this is actually going to be a blessing in disguise here if we can get out of this turn, because we're going to break the Patara. Can you hit Goku with this, please? No. Well, we have a scouter. Wouldn't we know if there's a super? Yeah, so 26 million there. Again, we're... Okay. This actually might be possible. Because we're not doing that much damage. If I can just throw next turn, like, this might be doable. So at least we're going to get the Patara support in right here. Because that's like, what do we need Vegito for, right? Like, let's just break the Patara. Like, this is not a Vegito video. It's like, yeah, I could fuse and do the taunt, and you guys would see Vegito do a billion gazillion damage. But, like, we're not here to see that, right? So 15 million there for Vegeta. Yeah, that's not killing. Yeah, so do 2 of those. Okay, 1. Just normals. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is such a debacle. Okay, we're going to use items, and we're going to get this turn. This is getting out of hand. Okay, so that took forever. Not afterwards, but we have a run here where everything seems to be where we want it, right? We have a bunch of stacks in. I think that's the highest individual stat we've seen so far. We have the fusion that we're going to need. We're going to be able to get the support and all of that fun stuff. So what we need to do now is set this up like this, sort of get the way where we want it, and we're going to do everything here. So let me fuse real quick, or not let me fuse, but let me do this real quick just to make sure that we get this in and we get Super Saiyan 4 Goku active for the links. This is going to be everything that we want to see after about 2 turns of stacking here. About as much as I could do in this specific run for the initial showcase. And then, like I said, we will look at this character on a more impressive setup for the combined showcase with both of them, where the team setup is going to be a bit more perfect, if you will. Where we are kind of missing the LR gods, who are very, very helpful for a specific setup like this. But again, I thought it would be more fun to break that up into multiple videos, akin to, like, you know, 1 showcase, 2 showcase, 3 showcase, just more videos, more opportunities for me to share the game with you guys. So that is sort of what we're looking for here. But again, we're going to be able to do the Gogeta support, we're going to be able to get the stacking in, and then we're going to be able to get the additional support from Super Saiyan 4 Goku himself. So while this is going on, let me set everything up and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're intentionally going to be putting them in slot 3 here to get as much as we need, as well as the support from Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and we are going to be able to call it a video on that. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Again, all the Rainbow Warp shenanigans. Let's see, we'll get, the most we can get here is 3, so we'll just go with this because it's the most amount of, we'll just go with this, right? What's the difference, right? Yeah, no, this will be 4 Rainbow Orbs. Okay, so again, 40% damage reduction, all that fun stuff, the baseline of 77%. Again, slot 1, we know that he's going to be fine, but the start of turn defense is 3.7, and then we're going to get even more, so we're going to be well over 4 to 5 million defense there with that setup here, and now we're going to be able to see this character sort of in his best spot, right, with the Gogeta support, and then we're also going to have the links from Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well, and he's going to be providing another 44% support after we do that. So we're going to let Gogeta do his thing. Again, this isn't going to take out hit by any means, but I'll be very interested to see what this looks like here for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and this will be a very fitting way to end the video. So I'll be very interested to see what this looks like. Let me know down below what you guys think of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And if you did make it to this point, go ahead and leave an orange heart, as I usually ask for when you guys do watch these long-form videos. I do appreciate all of you sticking around here. I do like doing these long-form showcases because it lets me play the game a little bit more like we're doing a stream, but it's on a video. So again, this will be interesting. Let's see. What is Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Probably not going to be up to that much. He just got to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so 32 million, that's pretty good. And so now he's giving another 44% to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So again, this is going to be like his best possible scenario. A bit of an exaggerated number because you would want to put this guy in slot 1 in most cases. But again, I've been dying to see this turn the whole video. So after this hit, what are we up to? We are up to 68 million. Okay, that's pretty good. And that's, we probably could have gotten some more stacks in. But again, I think that is pretty good. The second super hitting for 51 million. Okay. Let's see. I like it. Good damage, right? Third super? No, not a third super. Maybe a third after this. After this? No. Okay, so very nice, right? You guys kind of understand what we're looking at with this character. Look forward to the next video that I'm going to be uploading later today, and that is going to be the LR Gods Showcase. So that one will be coming out shortly after this one. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one.